Welcome to the second version of the NRRA all-time driver rankings. This is a ranking system where I and Dega kind of decided to also rank every single NRRA driver based off skill, legacy, and points like history and stuff. And yeah, this only applies to anyone who has ran any series in any division prior to Season 8, which means no Season 8 drivers, no rookies from this season, which is sad if you're a rookie this season. But still, though, I've got some criteria changes. So, OGs will be pretty deducted because of um, the fact that it was harder to race now than it is back then, which is going to be hugely taken into consideration. And now skill will be more taken into account than legacy and like success, because there is some parts where they don't really deserve to be there, I guess. So, yeah, that's the new criteria changes, and rules same apply as last time. Just you have to run a race. And that's it. Let's get into ranking. Starting off with the honor of the worst NRA driver in history. For the second time in a row, it is going to go to Soviet in it. Yep, Soviet in it is the worst NRA driver. And he still is. Nobody has matched him, because he actually in the bottom like 10 has ran the most races out of all of them. But that doesn't mean that he was better. He was hot ass. If you don't know him, he was like ass. He could not hold a line. He couldn't do anything. Wall rode 100 times at Martinsville, and now keeps on. And now he used to complain about how he wasn't in D1. He's still in the server. I love that guy, but he was hot ass. And the award for the second worst NRA driver of all time goes to Mivrix. He had the Pocono incident. That's what he's most famous for. And that was pretty much the only race he ran. Apart from that, he used the claim, I had more laps than you, which means that I guess you were the winner. That was his excuse. Well, he didn't win that race because obviously if you have the most laps, you don't win. Because the host could have made a mistake or whatever. Now, this guy disappeared after that incident, so there's not much of him. Number 50, Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders here, I'm pretty sure he was the one who said the N-word. Yeah, he was also one of the bottom guys for the rankings last season. And he gets a -5 deduction. He was one of the Daytona 500 runners and was on MMC, Max Wellington Motorsports, before it went defunct. And number 49 goes to Mr. Burnout 18, another crash out person. I'm not sure if he was in the 18. No, he was. He was the 18 driver, starter of the 18 curse. And he's all the way back here for the same reasons as Colonel Sanders. Mr. Crash Out 18 crashed out after Daytona, and everybody got mad at him, and he had to leave. Now he hates NRA. Oh yeah, fun fact, his league that he started also is dead. Oh yeah, that's about it. Number 48, Awesomeish. See, in the previous video, I didn't know shit about Awesomeish. Just because he was an OG and he had some points, I glazed the hell out of him. But this time, it's different. You're not getting glazed for being an OG. You're getting hate because you're an OG. Awesomeish is the biggest loser in this ranking with a -27 ratio from last season's ranking. And he was not good. He was not good. I don't know why I put him that high. I did not know shit about anyone. Number 47 goes to OG Glory. Famous incident with the Idiot Can't Do That. I also glazed him. He wasn't good. That lone Indy win was all he did, really. He wasn't really doing anything. He was kind of a back marker in the old days, which is crazy. How are you a back marker in just Daytona? Like, you could just be anywhere else. So, OG Glory, he was not good. And I don't know why I put him that high. Number 46 goes to Hyper. Hyper was one of Redfont's drivers. He said the N-word after the Talladega race, left. He's one of those drivers who just came and left. He's above these OGs because the OGs ran races and they were ass. Hyper ran one race and he was ass. If you ran more races when you were ass, that means you were worse than people who ran less races and were ass. Number 45, ChimpChamp. He was one of the Soaring drivers that Soaring hired. This guy is the first to be added to the list because I forgot last season. He was one of Soaring's drivers. He did not really do anything remarkable. I'm pretty sure he was the one who started the unflip technique of unflipping before the start, which gives you huge momentum. So, yeah. Number 44 goes to Lozitxeann. He was the first driver today. He was not in the Season 8 rankings. He was another one of Soaring's drivers who didn't really do much and left. Number 43, Champion. He was the person who ran the 500, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he ran the 500. Pretty sure he was the 20 car, if I can remember. He ran the 500, then dipped. And Henry replaced him. No, actually, no. I replaced him, then Henry replaced me. Number 42 goes to Haz. Haz is one of those drivers who was in D3, then dipped. I don't really know what he did. Yeah, he's just there. Number 41 goes to Patt. Patt, this is his first ever time being ranked. He actually ran like 2 races, then dipped. I don't remember if he was good or bad. Anyways, guys, I made a mistake. I put him twice, so he's number 40th and 42nd, so we're just going to ignore that. Aweseomeguy is number 39. He ran like 2 races. He's still in a ride, but he's really inactive, so I'm not sure. Number 38, MrBanan, +1. See, MrBanan, he had crazy potential. He was a what-if driver. He was good until Daytona, and he just went inactive, I guess, because he, quote-unquote, graduated. Yeah. Number 37 goes to Shake and Bake, another one of KJS's drivers and Soaring's drivers who just dipped. He was on the list last time. He dipped after the D3 Daytona race. That was the only race he ran. Number 36, Colt. He ran Talladega. He ran a few races in D3 last season. Nothing too special, so he's just down here. Number 35, Mass. I definitely glazed this guy a bit too much. He ran the 500, the first 500, and then dipped. That's the only thing he did this whole time in NRRA. He also ran the D3 Charlotte race, but who the hell cares? Number 34 goes to Dingus. This is his first ever time being ranked. He has ran a few races, did okay. And yeah, number 33, Talk. I forgot to rank this guy last time, so this is his first ranking. He almost won at Indy, and everyone was rooting against him. I remember that. And also the 2.4 hours of Spa happened. He was one of the drivers on that MC. He carried that MC team, but ended up crashing a few times. So yeah. Number 32, Sami. He is -13. He's another one of those OGs I glazed, and that means he gets a huge deduction, -13. And he was not good. Sure, he got a win, but he wasn't good. Like, he was not good. So, yeah. Number 31, Gubgub. I don't know what this guy did. He was the 63 in the 63 wrecks the field. I know he didn't wreck the field in the final lap, but he did cause all of those other incidents before the race. So I don't know what the hell this guy was doing that whole time. That was like the only race he ran. He only ran until like season 2. I glazed him. He gets a -7. I think I should probably put him before Sami. So yeah, he was bad. Number 30, Evil Ringo. One of the only drivers who stay in their correct position at 30th. He just ran a race at Vegas. Actually, no, he ran a couple races. He almost won. He was a part of that famous photo finish. And also, he could have made it in D2 Daytona until the field wrecked on the last lap. So, yeah. Number 29 goes to Jacob. He was pretty far back. He was in 36th last time by. He hasn't really done much yet, but he does have some potential. He made the Clash, as we saw yesterday. And yeah. Number 28, we've entered the winners area. Masamo. He's the first driver on this list to have a win officially in the NRRA. And I ranked him pretty low, but now that I think about it, he was pretty good. If he was just more active, he definitely could have been better, but he's here for now. Number 27, surprisingly, it's Serp. He was one of the worst drivers. However, he does have a few wins. He does have his fair share of points. He finished like third in points one season, so I guess that's something. But he was horrible. He's staying in his original spot where I put him last time. Yeah. Number 26, Xenon. See, since skill is taken more into consideration, Xenon goes up a lot. He was pretty good, and now that I think about it, he was really good. It was just if he was active, he would have been so much more better, but sadly, he had retired. And that brings us to number 25, Kaz. Now, Kaz has definitely been better, I think, than before. He's definitely now focusing more being on a team owner than he is an actual driver. That's what I see it. He's pretty good. Not as bad as someone like Serp or someone like Jacob. So I think here, where he's in the midway point, I think this is good for him. Number 24 goes to Henry. I kind of disrespected him last time, but now he's 24th. He had crazy potential before his lag started getting to him. I think he had lag all the time, and then the 24 minutes at Daytona destroyed him. I still don't forget the -9 at Charlotte. So yeah. Number 23, RockyForge. It's a surprise seeing him up here, but he was good for a good while until Ray started acting crazy, and he followed suit with him. And now he's in the mid-pack area. Number 22, SharkNShaz. He had definitely some good season finishes. He ran most of the seasons, and now he has an ARCA ride, which means that he could be racing once again and get a win, maybe. Number 21, Fghhhjkliop. Now we're in champion area. Fghhhjkliop is the only person with the D2 championship in this area category. He wasn't good. However, a championship speaks a lot for a driver, so I kind of have to put him here, or it's going to be slightly wrong. Number 20 goes to Ray. He was good until he started acting crazy. Remember his Auto Club win? He had crazy potential. Literally every single team owner was watching him until Vegas, where I think everything just fell out. So, yeah. Number 19, Jova. He is an OG who also got deducted. He was good for first half, and the second half wasn't so great. And the reason why he was good is because he was in easier times with just Daytona. You didn't really have to do anything. It's just that. Number 18, Noobify, another one getting deducted. He almost won a championship. However, this is Noobify we're talking about here. He's an OG. And he ran most of the races in OG. You saw him run at the D2 race. He was not good. And that's why I think that skill-wise, he wasn't that good. And, yeah, I know it sounds disrespectful, but I kind of have to put him here. Number 17, LilDave. I may have disrespected him a little bit last time because he has a +9 gain. Now LilDave, now that I think about it, he wasn't that bad until he started acting crazy. Just like Ray. He had potential. He was already good until he started acting crazy. But he still does have a secure ride at KJS or I don't know. Hopefully he can get some wins in ARCA, and hopefully he can, improve. But I hope the best for him. He's ranked number 17. Number 16 goes to Soaring. Same story as all these other guys. He was good. He had crazy potential until he started acting like wrong. He was way too focused on Alfa Romeo and all their shenanigans, and his career just fell apart after Canadian Tire. That scandal after he quit, it was done. Number 15 goes to Dylan. Dylan, I'm sorry, this may be a bit disrespectful, but his career has gone pretty sour in recent times. He's a Season 1 D3 champion. I still don't know how he doesn't have a D2 championship. And he probably will never get a chance to get another one. Maybe this season he could. But with the new rookies and people like CaseOh, he definitely has to work harder for this championship. But yeah. Number 14, Blue. Now, Blue is pretty good. Remember, he showed that he can dominate at tracks like Homestead. He led I think he did lead all the laps at Homestead and won by like 16 seconds. Even Indy, that was a distasteful win, but still, a win is a win. So, in my books, he's right here. This is his perfect spot. Yeah. Number 13, Happynoob. Another one of the OGs who probably should have won a championship. Happynoob. I realized he had only 4 wins, and 2 of those wins came from his quote-unquote second worst season, which was season 6. So this is kind of like a Carl Edwards situation, where he was dominant, but he didn't get much wins, and wins basically mean everything in this sense, because being active just does not mean you're good, which is most of the case. And he probably should have a championship, but I don't think he is in the top 10. I'm sorry if this is very disrespectful, but yeah. Number 12, Rayjaylovett. Rayjaylovett here is the worst D1 champion, in my opinion. See, in my ranking, I ranked him. I also said he was the worst one, but he's not. He wasn't good in the second half of his career. He got a few wins here and there, but he wasn't good in the later stages, especially season 6 and nowadays. He wasn't good. See, now with all the rookies coming in, and when he raced, he could not keep up to people like Smile Hank. That's why he's down here. So yeah. Number 11, Redfont. Remember, Redfont, he had that famous incident, but that doesn't write the whole story. Redfont is pretty good. He has a good spread. 2 D1 wins and 5 or 4, I don't know, D3 wins. And yeah, he was pretty good this season. And yeah, that's why he's number 11. And now we're going to get into the top 10. The best of the best here. This is where everybody, like all future Hall of Famers or even just Hall of Famers, are in here. So yeah, let's get into it. The top 10. The first top 10 driver is someone I really love to watch race. He has had some crazy moments and has crazy potential, and that goes to CaseOh. He is the biggest gainer in this video with 26 from last time. I definitely underestimated him, but that was before CaseOh actually raced in that MWRT season, where he won multiple races by very comfortable amounts. And I think that's what the main factor here is: skill. He's definitely a skillful driver, and he will do good things in Season 8. And just in the Clash, he led a few laps. So, yeah. And number 9 goes to his GoDaddy partner, Oda. Now, I don't know if this is glazed to me or not, but I do think I'm a top 10 driver. That Coke 400 win definitely cemented myself as a driver that can win, not just D3. And I think I can do pretty good things this season. And yeah, carrying a team on your back isn't easy. So, number 8, Kingatronics. Now, King has made the Final Four twice in a row, as seen in the background video. However, his style of racing is a bit too aggressive. But still, that doesn't ignore the fact that he's a winner, and he's a multi-time winner, and he's proven that he can get into championships and can contend for one. So I think Kingatronics, this is a good place to put him. Number 7 goes to Smile. Probably the best D3 racer of all time. He has 8 wins in D3. He basically farmed the whole division. He can basically call D3 his own. And he's got a secure D1 ride and has proven he could win multiple races across even D1, where he has 2 races and saved 2 drivers, Blue and King, from getting eliminated, both in the same round, the round of 8, which is pretty convenient. So, number 6, Iron Wolf. Now, Iron Wolf has the most amount of overall wins in the whole league. Bdog comes out a close second, but these recent seasons have been pretty rocky for him, and he got most of his wins from the old days, like Season 4, Season 5, where you didn't really need much skill to do a lot. So, yeah, you probably should have won more championships, but I think 1 is fine for basically anyone in this range, in the area of 6 to 7. Oh my god. 6 to 7, like, area and below. So, yeah, I think this is where I should put him. Number 5, Rover. Easier because he's the only multi-time champion. Season 3 was a bit of a fluke. However, that doesn't change the fact that he's a 2-time champion. And I think even then, with his skill kind of, like, his performance deteriorating a little bit, in recent seasons, that still doesn't change the fact that he was good back in the days. But however, I still have to take into consideration the fact that it was easier back then. So I have to put him here. I can't put him in the top 10 or top 3, just like I did last time. He barely scrapes the top 5. Number 4 could be pretty controversial to everybody. Hank Harvick. Hank Harvick is really good. Like, people kind of underestimate him. He proved that he probably should have been in the next round at Texas after winning that race, and also won the D2 championship, which is impressive for his season. It was the comeback season of the year. He was not considered a contender at any point of last season because he wasn't active. But now look where he's at. He's gained many levels and is now in the high top 5s. I think he is championship 4 worthy. I know that was pretty controversial putting him that high up. But the next driver, who I ranked number 1, number 3, Degatona. Degatona was probably the best driver undoubtedly pre-season 5. He showed that he could win, and he could win a lot. He won that season 1 championship. Probably should have had more. But now he is kind of taking it down a notch, I'd say, from what he should do. He won the Daytona 500 and the Vegas race. That's something, but he probably should have more championships than he had. Just 1. He is the Kevin Harvick of this league. Number 9, also maybe a bit controversial. It goes to Tanuki. Now, Tanuki is the most recent champion. And to be honest, I think that was a semi-Mickey, semi-deserved winner. He snuck himself into many good situations, which is a good thing. But I think this championship was a bit of a fluke. However, that doesn't change the fact that he won 5 races this season, which is the most in any season, which is crazy to me. And Tanuki also has proven himself in D2 last season. In season, 3? He won multiple races. I'm pretty sure he almost made the Final 4. Barely made the cut. And yeah. So that's Tanuki. And the next driver, actually no, this is the number 1. In my opinion, the best NRRA driver as of right now. I know you guys have seen him missing in this list, so I think you probably already know who it is. It is Bdog. Simply because the fact he is a champion and he has the most spread out wins across all divisions, and every single race you always see this guy up front, no matter what track. Daytona, maybe not the super speedways, but still though, like short tracks, speedways, like every single type of road track. And he is probably the best road course racer. Not even Smile could beat him out at Canadian Tire. So that's why I'm putting Bdog up at the front. I think he's proven that he can win championships in just like in the background video. And yeah, he can win championships. He can win multiple races. He can contend for almost all the races. Last season was a bit of a step down, winning only the road courses, but that doesn't change the fact that he had the most points by like 100 something points. So yeah. And basically, he started his own team, made his own franchise, and now they're doing pretty good. He's led them to a pretty good season 7, and now he's looking for an even better season 8. So that's my take on Bdog. That's my take on every single NRRA driver. The biggest losers and gainers. What I found interesting was, I probably was a bit too harsh on the OGs, but I really was biased for them last time, so they're all the losers. Yeah, so that's the video. See ya.